chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 30.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down at 4, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
27 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, here's Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Throwing on second and 8. Minshew. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Ravens 0.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Breida. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Play action here with Minshew. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st down. Jaguars.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh and Alpha. Ready weapon. Now.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
60 out more. Go. Look at me. Zipper.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a man in his 2nd season in purple and black. It's Mark Ingram. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. This time Jackson will throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
This is our time.
Marquise Brown, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's got
good. That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
This is Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2nd and 10 at the 29.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A pass complete here to Conley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Chris Conley. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Out of the gun is Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Breida. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. They run with Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Michael Kendricks made the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
the Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Jacksonville.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
It's a pickup. Another
good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shift. Switch. 36.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They run again with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up third down.
Come on, set. 60 out long.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Jackson.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Here's Jackson.
At the Jaguars' 5.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Burrito. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Look at me, zipper!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Minshew on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's third.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yards to go.
Play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jacksonville.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 38, Ravens 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Ingram. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The ball carrier.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
At the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Rico Gafford, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards.